Hello and welcome to my channel. If you have an interest in lead soldiers or toy soldiers, please hit the like. If you enjoy this video, hit the like. What we're doing today is we're going to go through a brief comparison. Before you, we have, beginning on the left, moving through to the right, a W.Britians circa 1914, British infantryman from the First World War. Next to him we have a Regal Miniatures New Zealand infantryman from the Gallipoli campaign. Next to him we have a Corgi figures Lewis machine gunner, and next to him we have a Regal Miniatures Lewis machine gunner from the Western Front New Zealand series. I've been talking earlier in this channel about what I call the gloss finish that Regal uses, and also their approximate height. So I thought I'd use this video as an opportunity to quickly discuss what I call the gloss versus realistic painting style, and also the different sizes and heights. And we can compare the Regal miniatures to some of the better known and more well known brands of miniature. We can see in the rifleman to the far left that he is painted in a far more true-to-life fashion. The colours are drab, there is some shading, he is not glossed up. His skin tone is approximately realistic, and everything indicates a soldier as they would be in the front lines. This is done to replicate a real soldier as to give a stylized version of a soldier. Moving to the Regal miniature next to him, we can see the difference when what I'm calling a gloss style painting. Everything is a lot brighter, the colours are a lot less realistic, and he does look like what he is, a toy or collectible. We can see on his face, if we can zoom in there, we've got the big lovely apple cheek red round correction, the more red skin tone on his cheeks. So really quite an interesting contrast. The Corgi is also an attempt to be in the realistic pattern, and we can see the differences, again, shading on the uniform, shading on the skin, nothing colourful about either the Britons or the Corgi soldier. When we look at the Regal soldiers, they're a lot more toyish, very brighter, the colours pop a lot more. And that's what I call the gloss style. When we look at the sizes, the Corgi and the Regal miniatures are approximately the same size, and while you can't tell, they're approximately the same weight. The Britons is ever so slightly larger, probably by about 5mm. My understanding is they're all 54mm, but they are still, the Britons one is larger. If we look at the basing, we can see that both the Britons and the Corgi probably have had more effort going into the basing. The Britons has a two-tone, a grey and probably a clayish yellow. Probably doesn't come up on the screen. Whereas the Corgi has a green and a khaki, very similar to his uniform. The Britons has a desert yellow colour and a brown representing the Western Front, just single tone. They're all textured in different ways, but you can see that probably a lot more, I'm not going to say effort, but a lot more realism is apparent in the Britons and the Corgi miniature. And saying that, I really like all these miniatures. I think they show a great deal of detail and a great deal of artistic talent. If we turn them around, I'm just going to quickly turn them around, you can see that the Corgi miniature has a lot more detail on his webbing pattern. We can see that the leather buckles on his straps are done. We can see that the different colour. We can see the different colour of the entrenching tool, and at the top we can see the silver where the metal would attach. We can see the leather work on the drinking canteen. A lot more detail, similar in the Britons. We can see the brass on the back of his 1908 webbing pattern. Now, of course, that for a soldier in wartime, he actually wouldn't have that brass shined up. They would let them dull. One of the ways you could tell British soldiers on active service versus on garrison duties, active service soldiers at this stage would let their brass dull. So basically it went a dark bronze colour, where those on garrison duties were required to have any brass they had on their uniform highly polished. On all four figures, excellent detail, but I would suggest that the detailing on the Britons and on the Corgi are considerably higher. In terms of cost, the two Regal miniatures, it cost me $30 each. I got the Britons from online, and I think he cost me £20, so probably about $40. And the Corgi I got on a eBay equivalent site, and I think I paid 15 New Zealand dollars. So in terms of price, the Corgi was the cheapest, second hand. The two Regals were approximately 30 New Zealand dollars, and the Britons was probably about 40 New Zealand dollars. In saying that, I really enjoy all of them, and I will continue to give you videos showing the different collections. Thank you very much. Have a good day.